Ningĩendire no maũndũ matiakĩagĩrire wega.
I was very young when I became manager. I was 23 years old.
He must be very lucky.
Please don't let me fall.
My name is Elizabeth. I'm a registered nurse. I also do wound and stomach, and I love taking care of the elderly. There's one particular patient I love called Nancy. Nancy is an elderly lady who has wounds on her legs, both of them. And I have developed a relationship with her and her family. She has a son called Jimmy. They are my friends. She calls me her daughter, and I love it when I take care of her.
Marĩtwa makwa nĩ Nancy Nyambura wa Gĩtaũ. Ndaciarirwo 1948. Mid of 1977 nĩguo ndamenyire nĩ ngũgĩa na mwana. I was very happy tondũ nĩ ndaikarĩte for 2 years itagĩte because ndarĩ mũrwaru. Rĩu koguo ndaikara 78 June 23rd nĩguo ndagĩire Jimmy.
My official names are Raymond Jimmy Karoya wa Gĩtaũ, married to one wife, and I have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl.
Na itanagĩa Jimmy nĩ ndambĩrĩirio nĩ problems cia gũturwo nĩ magũrũ na gũkũ thutha. Ndathiĩ thibitarĩ ngĩrwo nĩ varicose vein, ndĩna problems cia varicose vein.
Nancy has had wounds for so many years of her life. And these wounds, we treat them, they heal. At 2 points in her life, she has had something called skin grafting done on her wounds. And the skin graft fell off, the wounds recurred. That is very frustrating because you go back to square one. You think you have treated her to some level, then you go back to square one because she has something called venous insufficiency. So her wounds do not heal very well.
My days are really tight, as in short I can say, because now sometimes mom might want to go to hospital or maybe to be taken somewhere, and I'm on call. So sometimes I'm forced to avail somebody else to come and do that part for me. And sometimes, you know, when you don't do it yourself, you don't feel like you fulfilled your purpose. My wife helped me for a period of last year. She was the one taking mom to hospital. So at least that was a relief on me.
Ndiũragio ciũria icio mũno tondũ mbere-inĩ ndarĩ na hinya na nĩ ndahotaga kwĩĩkĩra maũndũ mothe. No rĩu rĩrĩa ndambĩrĩirie kũgĩa na mathĩna mau ma kũrwara-rĩ, mũno na problem ti clotting yarehire thĩna mũno. Rĩu ningĩ ngĩgĩa na hip dislocation. Ndagĩa na hip dislocation ndambia gũthiĩ na mĩkwanjũ nĩ njũragia ona rĩu ona ndagĩka ta ĩno nĩ njũragia Ngai nĩ ha ndahĩtĩirie, nĩ ha ndathire wrong, andekere mũno, anjohere, ahonie nĩguo hote gũcokerera kĩrĩa maica makwa marĩa ndarĩ namo mbere.
Honestly, sometimes it gets hard, but when you look back and I think of what she's been through, and she needs support from her family, and now being like I'm the only person she can rely on, I really don't find it as a burden. It's like a privilege to help her and support her in everything that she needs.
Ndirĩ ndeciria tondũ ndarĩ anyonia, ndirĩ ndeciria ũguo tondũ ingĩgĩa na any ga problem kangĩũka ndĩmwĩte nĩ okaga narua na akandeithia.
Relationship with my mom was pretty awesome because I was more closer to my mom than my dad. My dad traveled a lot, so I got to know him when I was older, but I was more attached to my mom. So at my young age, I was forced now to learn even how to drive early. So it was pretty exciting for me, that driving part. And taking her to hospital, it was like an outing. We were going for an outing. I know, I really didn't used to take it as taking her to hospital or what. It was like going for an outing. My mom is those tough ladies. She wouldn't give me anything on a silver platter. So I had it rough with her when I was bad. And when I was good, yes, there were the benefits. Yes.
Honestly speaking, nĩ ndingĩenda ciana ciende gũtwaraga ciana kĩrĩa homes icio mĩciĩ ĩyo ya andũ akũrũ. Tondũ rĩngĩ nĩ gũkoragwo na mathĩna maingĩ. Nĩ kaba makageria na Ngai amateithie mũno. Magaikara na ciana na aciari ao mĩciĩ makamatungata nginya ndagĩka ya mũthia. Ti wega mũno kũmatiganĩria. No mũndũ angĩona ndarahota wĩra ũcio rĩ, na nĩ ekwenda kũma-support rĩ, makĩmũcarĩrie mũndũ mwega ũkũhota gũikara nao. No nao mamĩkage sure nĩ mathiĩ kũma-check na gũ-communicate nao. No rĩu kũrĩ inyuĩ rĩ, nĩũĩ tũtingĩmũ-force. Tũtingĩmwĩra, ingĩkwĩra tiga kũndiga angĩkorwo nĩ ũrenda kũndiga.
All parents, when they are strong, when they are working, they should have time for their children. They should take very good care of their children. Let them not be absent. Because at one point in life, you'll need those same children to take care of you. So build a good, strong relationship with your children while they are still young, because a time will come when you'll need them. And if you didn't do it well, you'll definitely not get very good care. And also the children, they should stop being busy. They are too busy. They are not having time for their children. A parent may have taken very good care of their children when they were young, but the kids nowadays kind of neglect their parents. They leave them up country, they come and stay here, and they don't remember much about them.
Rĩngĩ nĩ gũkoragwo kwĩna mathĩna ma aciari na ciana. Rĩngĩ ithuĩ aciari hihi tũgakorwo tũtirahota kwenda ciana icio mũno, ĩkũmanyita wega. Rĩu hĩndĩ ĩyo ũkona mwana nĩ arenda kwĩyeheria athiĩ agaikare. No rĩu gũkorwo no kũhoteteke, nĩ kaba andũ magaikara thĩ mũkaria mũkaiguithania, mũkageria ũrĩa mũngĩhota gũikarania. Tondũ ũhoro wa kũraihanĩrĩria nĩ mũũru mũno, ũhoro wa kweheranĩra ũkoragwo wĩ mũritũ mũno.
If you want proper care for yourself, if you want somebody to take very good care of you when you're old, start it when you're still strong. Because when you develop a good relationship with your children, they will remember that throughout. There should be love. We should have a strong family relationship whereby wherever you are, you remember your mother is alone. Wherever you are, you remember your mother needs to feed.
Ndirarĩ na very very high hopes cia maũndũ ta mau. Ndendaga korwo na kamũgũnda kau gakwa ndĩkarĩmage, njoke okorwo nĩ ngũhota kũiga ngũkũ, na nĩ ndutĩte wĩra ũcio nĩ njigĩte ngũkũ mũno, nĩ ndendete ngũkũ mũno ngĩkarwara. Njigire ngũkũ, ngendagia matumbĩ na ngĩe na ngũkũ cia nyama.
We are all getting old, and she's getting older every day. Okay, it's a scary thing because I know she's getting older, and as you get older, you'll want to depend more on people. So it really worries me because I'm not mostly around, and for her to believe or trust someone to take care of her, somebody she really doesn't know, is difficult. So sometimes it worries me, but I leave it to God. He knows, and He'll take care of her. As she grows older, I would really like her to enjoy her old age. If she can heal, that's God's will. It will be better for her, because I know she will have less pain, less worries, and God willing, can still take those trips that we wanted to take. Yeah.
Should elderly people be taken to nursing homes? We are trying to secure the health of this elderly person, and so we want to see what is best for them. So I'd like to know, like, why are those people being taken to the elderly home?
Okay, let me start from the beginning.
Okay.
My name is Ben Mongi. I was very young when I became manager. I was 23 years old. I started consuming alcohol, slowly but surely.
For those in elderly care homes, the presence of family isn't just about physical proximity. It's a lifeline that connects them to the tapestry of their past and the possibilities of their future.
And Jane came to me, told me that you have got a phone from your sons. And when I talked to them, they promised me to come on last week. Last week I waited for them, but fortunately I didn't know what happened. They didn't come. But I'm still eager for them to come anytime and see me.
I think there's still a lot to be done about taking care of the elderly, because we have had it in the news and everywhere where old people are really suffering. They have been left home alone, and there are no resources set aside by the government or something like that to take care of that. Especially, but there's this thing they call ya wazee, hii pesa ya wazee. I hear they are usually given some little money. That is not usually enough, because they need drugs, they need food, their children went to towns, they left them alone. There's a lot to be done. We have not even started scratching the ground in that line.
I've worked in the medical industry for a while, and I've visited those places, and most of them are good from the outside, but when you go and see and talk to the people, the elderly in there, you feel like they were neglected. The way they talk, they've been neglected by their children, their family. Most of them say they're in prison. Then when I look back at it and think of taking my mom there, it's never crossed my mind anyway.
Kũu ndingĩenda na Jimmy ona ũguo nĩ ũĩ, ingĩenda gũikara nao na ndigwĩciria Jimmy no agĩe hihi na thĩna, ndiramũgana, ndigwĩciria hihi no agĩe na thĩna wa gũikara, nĩekũmwĩra kana no agĩe na thĩna wa gũikara, no niĩ ingĩ-prefer ndikanatwarwo nyũmba ya akũrũ, ndingĩenda, ona ndingĩenda kũigua nĩ ndĩratwarwo.
Unless your parents are really ill. But I'll still advise people to do it at home. If you really need professional care, let it be at home. Hire someone to come and take care of them from home, because it will even be more comfortable for them. Because when you leave them with care out there, you won't be there all the time, and they will not feel at home.
As societies evolve, so do the dynamics of care. The question that emerges is whether the foundation of the African way of intertwining generations within the family structure is solid enough to sustainably be practiced on into the future.
The past 2 years, we've had the medical camp in the slum areas, which is Kibera, Kayole, and Madare. So out of the 3 areas, we witnessed one major case, which is them not having enough or sufficient fund or due to poverty.
Ũcio tondũ wa gũteithania rĩ, na rĩngĩ arĩa tũreheirwo ona background yao tũtimiũĩ mũno rĩ, rĩu ithuĩ wĩra witũ nĩ kũruta ũcio Ngai atũhete wa kũmateithia tũtekwenda gũkinyĩra kana nĩ kũmarehera irio kana mũtikũmarehera, na tondũ arehwo gũkũ nĩ atuĩka witũ rĩ, na ithuĩ tũgatake responsibility ĩyo. Kũngĩkorwo kwĩna mũndũ ũtaraigua wega, rĩngĩ nĩ twaragia na andũ arĩa mamũrehire, tondũ nĩo magĩrĩirwo nĩ gũtake responsibility ĩyo, na hangĩthiĩ hareme, ithuĩ nĩ tũtĩkaga responsibility ĩyo tondũ tũtingĩkĩrekereria mũndũ.
I think we valued our parents more than the children today. I think there's an outlook that is different from ours because we used to be participative in the family. The family economy was participatory. You know, that at the age of 10 or 9, or you're already familiar with what the parents do in the shamba. So you also go pick the coffee and so on. So that participation, I think, is lost today. It's no longer one home. It is, if you have 2 teenagers, you have 3 homes. We value the family principle because that's the divine arrangement. We are not perpendicular opposed to homes, but we don't think they should be the priority or the first resort. They should be last resort in dealing with the care of the older person.
I don't like being cared for because of my children, but I like this place because if I go there, I shall resume in my habitual drunkards. I don't normally forsake my children for taking care of me. This is a very good place, and I do communicate with these old people and with the workers here. They all like me, and as I also like them, even in so many occasions, when visitors do normally comes here, I'm the one who speaks for them. I'm the spokesman of this place.
Kuona TV harĩa nĩnjoyaga mũno ipindi iria cio kĩhĩndĩ.
Kĩrĩa kĩngenagia nĩ nyonaga atĩ no ta aciari akwa na ngaigua ndĩna gĩkeno mũno mahinda marĩa ndĩramatungata o ta ũrĩa ingĩtungata mũciari wakwa na ngamenya atĩ ũcio nĩ mwĩto kuma thĩinĩ wakwa.
Both have some advantages and some disadvantages, but I think it's good that there are places where elderly can be put, because, for example, if they grow older and they don't have a family to take care of them, I think it's good that there are places in Austria where they can take care of them. But on the other side, it can also be kind of struggling for the family to take care of the elderly as well. So I think there is no right or wrong. I think every family or every elderly has to figure it out for themselves.
The debate between family-centric care and elderly care homes is complex. It's not just about practical considerations, it's also about the emotional and psychological well-being of both the elderly and their families.
I'd like to think of everyone as a future old person. That's one. So if I'm a future old person, what am I doing now to secure my future old self?
I think the first one would be being a human being, knowing that you will also get to that age, God willing, and you would want someone to take care of you the way you take care of another person.
Be compassionate, be a human being, as you practice your profession. And even if you're taking care of these elderly people at home, just, be compassionate and do your best.
The heart of the matter lies in finding a balance that respects tradition while adapting to the evolving needs of a changing world.
Ũndũ ũrĩa ingĩtũma meke nĩ ũhoro wa kwaga kũrekereria aciari mahinda marĩa makũra, makamaroraga ona okorwo mũndũ rĩngĩ arĩ na indo ciake akendia, makamaroraga na njĩra ĩngĩ ya mwanya nĩgetha magatuĩka a kwĩyoera kĩrathimo.
No ndĩmeririe atĩrĩrĩ, mokaga kũrora akũrũ gũkũ na makamahe heshima na ũgakũrora ũrĩa maikara kũndũ kũrĩkũ, kũndũ gũkũ, ũguo no ingĩmera kwĩra matĩe akũrũ, tondũ ithuĩ tũngĩendire gũikara maica mau no gũtihotekire. Rĩu no nyende mũkae gũtuona, tũkamũhe irathi, tũkaheo irathimo.
As we explore the diverse narratives of elderly care, we're reminded that the best solution is one that places the well-being, dignity, and happiness of our elders at the center.
Please don't let me fall. Although I have done you wrong, please don't push me away, 'cause I still want to stay, and we can dance